Well, good morning. I'm back out again. I've travelled out of Vancouver today and I've headed to a place called Pitt Meadows. It's actually not that far from Vancouver, it's about a 30-40 minute drive, so it's quite close. And I've never been to this location before. It did start raining this morning when I was coming here, so I was a bit dubious to whether the weather was going to break. But it has broken and I've got that backdrop behind us. Absolutely beautiful. In the mountains there in the distance, that leads over to Pitt Lake. I'm going to drive over there later on. I've been there before. I've done that in a previous vlog, and it's a really nice lake and lots of pictures to be taken there, so it's going to be nice to go to see there later on. But for now, I've pulled up at this place here. It's actually not far. It's took us about 2 minutes walk from the car to get to this point. That's Pitt River behind us there. Really nice, lots of wildlife here. So I've set up for the shot here of the mountains with the river there in the foreground. I'm on 100 ISO. I put the landscape polarizer on just to bring out some detail in the mountains and the clouds there, and I'm shooting at a 40th of a second on f13. Lots of geese today squawking and enjoying the weather. Beautiful morning. I couldn't believe it on the way up though. I thought, no, there's no chance of sunshine today, but it's turned out really nice. So we'll see how it works out, and yeah, hopefully it's going to be a good day. But it's nice to be back out doing a vlog, and I hope you enjoy it. I'm just driving up to Pitt Lake here, and I've pulled over on the side of the road. I don't know if you can see the tree behind us. I quite like it. I'm hoping for the cloud to shift, and I'm going to try it just for the quick shot. I've just pulled over the side of the road there in the car. But I think it'll make a nice shot. I quite like the tree. I like the mountains in the background, and I'm going to use this grass as like a foreground. Try and miss out the bushes and just have the green grass as a line of foreground there. But I like the tree, I like the way the light's hitting it in the morning here. Get the rest of my stuff out of the car and we'll have a walk up a trail around this area before we get up to Pitt Lake. This tree by itself, so I'm going to try it out for the portrait shot. I've got the landscape polarizer on and I've tried a couple of compositions. I was wanting a reflection of the tree in the pond here, but it's not really working because there's too much movement in the water there. There is a slight breeze today. It's not too windy, but there is a slight breeze. So I'm trying to single this tree out, having it to the left hand side. You've got the bushes and the shrubs, and that's going to frame the right hand side of the shot with a bit of the pond in the foreground there. It's on f13, 100 ISO. I've got the long lens on just to bring the tree in a bit closer and try and single it out better. And there's nice contrast and some nice shadows on the branches. So yeah, so I'll get this shot and we'll head on up the trail and see what we can see. Glorious day, so having lots of fun. nice view behind us there. I've got this bit of a stream, bit of a beck I think, and then you've got the grasses, the river there, and I'm going to do a pano. I've got the tripod level, I've set it up level, so when you pan round to take your series of shots, you know it's going to be level right through the shot, and you're not going to have to do much cropping in post. I'm on f13, 100 ISO, and that's giving us an 80th of a second. As I've been walking down this trail, I've seen a lot of sign of bears today. So bears must be quite active in the area now, and I was talking to a couple earlier on, they said they've seen quite a few coyotes. But I haven't seen any bears yet, hopefully I don't come across any. It's quite an active trail, there's quite a lot of people about, so generally when you've got a location like this, bears kind of stay away. But you never know, you might see them. It'd be nice to see one from a distance, but not too close up. You gonna help us take some photos? Are you gonna? I've made a friend today. I've made it up to Pitt Lake, and I've decided to head up this nature trail. It's about 2 kilometres. The lake's to my right hand side there. It's actually got a bit more overcast, so the subject that I'm wanting to photograph and make part of my background, which is the mountains, is kind of shrouded by cloud at the moment. So I decided to walk this trail, have a good look round. There's quite a lot of wildlife about, so you never know, might get to see some wildlife. It's a nice walk, I've walked it before. I did actually see beavers last time I was here. So hopefully by the time we get round this trail, some of the cloud will have lifted. But we'll just have to see. I'm not planning on getting a sunset later on because it is supposed to rain. But you never know. But we'll make our way around this trail, and if I get any shots I'm going to stop and then we'll have a look. Now you can see why they call it Pitt Meadows. Beautiful. About halfway around the trail now. It's not too far. Seen lots of wildlife. No bears. No coyotes. But I must admit, that dog before, when it come out the bushes, I thought it was a bear. I actually tried for the shot here last time, but when I got home there was too many branches overhanging, so I never bothered with the shot. I don't know if it's worth getting the camera out and taking another look. Amazing to look at. When the sunlight gets on them reeds, I can imagine it'll make a really nice shot. Well, I've just made my way up this, it's like a viewing platform. A lot of wildlife photographers come here, a lot of bird spotters. Look at that behind, absolutely beautiful. I actually had plans to go to Abbotsford Tulip Festival today, so we're going to save that for another day. I'm really looking forward to taking you there. It looks amazing, looks great. I've never had the chance to go before, but now I've got my own transport, it's making it possible for us. So they're actually in low bloom at the moment, so there was no point in going today, and obviously it was rain this morning, so I decided to come here, which is a bit closer. So for the next vlog, watch that one, because I'm going to Abbotsford Tulip Festival, which should be in a week or 2 weeks time when they're in full bloom, in high bloom. So I'm going to chill out here for 5 minutes and then we'll head further up the trail. See if we can see any wildlife, you never know, and see if we can grab any photos. I'm struggling for shots around this lake. I'm not up at the main lake yet. This is like a bit of an estuary. But I've seen this band of trees anyways. And you've got the reeds leading to the trees. That's all I can see at the minute. I'm sitting on the ground here and the grass is soaking. So I'm going to try this shot anyway. 100 ISO f16, making sure those trees in the distance there are nice and sharp. Yeah, let's see how it works out. I'm going to head to the main lake up the top. Hopefully the weather improves. It has gone a bit flat. It'd be nice if there was some nice sunlight on these reeds, but I said it in the last vlog, beggars can't be choosers. Well, I've made my way back to the car. As you'll have probably seen in some of the video, the light got worse. It didn't get much better. It got very hazy. There was a lot of haze on the mountains, so it didn't make for any really good shots. Not in comparison to the light this morning. The light this morning was brilliant with the formations in the cloud, which made for some really interesting shots. So I've made my way back to the car, and what a surprise at the end. They've got like a boat launch, where you can launch your kayaks and your boats and you can fish and do all that sort of thing. And I came across these osprey. They were building a nest, and what a sight. I sat there for a good 30-40 minutes watching the birds. Absolutely beautiful. I couldn't get too close for any photos because you don't want to encroach on nature and wildlife, you know, so stay well back. If I'd had a longer lens with us, then fair enough, I'd have got some really good shots. But absolute pleasure to watch, you know, brilliant. You know, you can't get better than wildlife, can you, when you sit and watching it? So I'm going to call it an end to the day. It's 5 o'clock now. I set off at 6 o'clock this morning. It was raining for a good hour and a half. I didn't expect the weather to turn out like it did. But I do know it's going to rain later on, so that's probably why it's got a lot more hazy and a lot more overcast. I am, like I said earlier, I'm going to be going to Abbotsford Tulip Festival. I've really wanted to go there. I've wanted to go there ever since I arrived in Vancouver 3 years ago. I've been here now. So I'm really looking forward to that. So stay tuned for my next vlog. It should be good. And it's turned out to be a really good day. And seeing the birds at the end there, the birds of prey, was just, that was the icing on the cake for me. Absolute pleasure. So I'm going to go home quite content, quite happy, and hopefully we've got some good pictures. So until next time, if you've enjoyed my vlog, please subscribe. It helps me a lot. Give us a thumbs up. I'm quite happy with a thumbs up. So until next time, thanks again.